Hello, welcome to the podcast, my podcast, not Pam's or Max's. I'm just kidding. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Max Wulf, filmmaker.
I'm Pamela Hancock, and I do a lot of things. So,
That involve
yes, filmmaking and editing or writing or just projects, filming projects.
Right on.
all right, Max. Since you're our guest, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Bay Area born and raised, so proud to be here in the Bay. Huge passion is filmmaking, skateboarding. I just like experiencing life, traveling, things like that. It's a lot. That's mostly about, what I represent.
Have you ever sat on top of your roof or somewhere in the backyard or in your front yard and watched the stars or the moon, or is that too corny for you?
100%, except I was drunk out of my mind and almost fell off the roof. But yeah, I did. I should have appreciated it a little bit more.
Were you by yourself?
No, I was with my girlfriend at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a shooting star?
I have, actually. We saw one while we were on set making our film.
The film we were just talking about
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
just got done?
Abduction, yeah.
Abduction.
That's what it's
That
called.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like something I would watch.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little controversial. It's about, like, the dangers of kidnapping. But, that's what, the horror aspect of it comes in, and there's a really good twist to it. So I think we have some
Alright.
interesting things going for it.
Is there a unique element to it that hasn't been done before?
Yes, but I can't give away too much.
Okay. That's what I look for in movies.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, when it comes to horror movies, I like to be thrown for a loop. So I like to think that this is what I did. Yeah, I'm really proud of
I
it.
love horror movies
Me too.
with a passion. It's so
Especially
hard.
real ones that aren't like too far fetched and real stuff
Right.
like some people get kidnapped
Yeah,
all the time.
exactly.
Like that's real.
And it's relevant today. I mean, it's so sad to see all of these, like, missing flyers around the
Man.
area, but,
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
but I think that doing a film like this, it is a bit eye-opening for people, and it could be very sensitive to certain topics. But, I think that invokes a lot of emotion from people, and I think that's what I want to do.
So did you write this?
I wrote it.
What inspired it?
Well, it was a concept from a friend of mine, Taylor Danzy, who is also the co-director of Abduction. He had a concept for kidnapping, but I felt like I could add so much to it in the story. So, I gave it a lot of drama, I gave it a lot of depth, I gave it a lot of otherworldly feels, if that makes any sense. But it's very dark, but it also has a very tender moment in the script, and I think it's going to translate well to the film.
Now, it might be a little crazy for me to ask. But
Yeah.
have you experienced this in real life? Has your family or anybody close to you ever been kidnapped or
No, not at
anything
all.
like that?
Thankfully, no. I know that there is friends of friends who have had their friends gone missing and still yet to be found, and I just can't imagine what people might be going through, emotionally.
No, it's weird because was this big case recently. I think her first name was. I won't even say the name because I don't.
It's probably
Yeah, it's,
probably
it's
not a
better
good
for
idea.
the best. But for some reason, when I saw the picture of this person missing, the thought of suicide came to mind. I don't know why.
Mm.
That's just the vibe I got. I could be wrong. I still don't know if they found this person yet or not. But that's what came to mind when I saw it. Maybe it's because most of the time the people that are missing end up dead.
Mm-hmm.
Not always by suicide or whatever, but be murdered. But I don't know, just kind of random.
It's terrifying to think about. Like,
Right.
there's so many things that you could just like ponder about like how this person may have gone missing. And I think our story is quite unique in that way. So I'm super excited to show people.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I definitely will support you in any way, shape, or form I can.
Absolutely. I
How about
appreciate
you?
it.
Have you experienced kidnapping or heard or friends or anything?
No, not that I can think of. Not that I remember.
That's good. That sounds
That's something you'd be thankful for.
Yeah.
That's something you feel blessed about.
I would not want to be a part of that.
Yeah. But you hear about it. You do
Oh,
hear
yeah.
about it way too much.
I know.
You hear about it around the Bay Area especially, and there's so many, like you were saying, different reasons why people come up missing. I mean, there's just a lot of crazy stuff happening out here.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that that's where like the idea started, was just seeing those missing poster flyers. And I think having that like idea of what I wanted to do with the story in my head, I had 2 days to write this.
Nice.
Yes. So my co-director gave me 2 days. And I think with all of that pressure, I really made something.
I'm not good under pressure. If you put me under pressure, I can't perform.
I feel like I actually perform better because, I mean, they say when you're under a lot of pressure, diamonds are made.
Depends, I guess. But yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I mean,
Depends on the
for me,
situation, on what kind of pressure we're talking about.
yeah.
Moving on. What's your biggest industry struggle?
In filmmaking, getting everybody on the same page and time management. I think that's probably one of the hardest things.
Because everybody has different things going on.
Yes, absolutely.
Schedules.
Yeah.
I would say for me, it's differences.
Mm-hmm.
The differences that creator differences. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, absolutely. Luckily, this project was something everybody felt like super passionate about. So the fact that we were all on the same page, and there were a few things that we had differences on, but we were able to work through them, and overcoming that, I feel like we made magic happen for sure.
How about yourself, Ben?
It's hard finding work. Like, I haven't had much work. So, finding credible work that's like, something I would do. So, yeah.
Do you act?
I do.
You do act?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Have you been in anything like huge, like Netflix or anything like that?
No.
No? That's really hard to do.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm just starting out. So
Okay.
I mostly just do like little, content.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So very
She's been in
social.
my films.
Huh?
She's been on a few of my films.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
small, short content.
Right on. Are you doing a lot more content for like social media and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
Any questions or topics you guys want to discuss?
Well, I'm kind of like phasing into like the whole TikTok.
I've been
Formula,
stuck
you know?
on TikTok.
Yeah, it's a rabbit hole. It's
Yes.
a black hole of just like content, and I just feel like I want to keep making a good material for
You
it.
guys gotta show me how to do some of those dances.
It's so random. Like, what hits on TikTok doesn't hit on YouTube or vice versa.
Right. Yeah.
And it's a different
No, I've
audience.
seen a lot of stuff on TikTok on
Yeah.
YouTube, and a lot of YouTube stuff on
That's
TikTok.
what I just said.
It's like they just it's mixed up.
TikTok is like way out of control. I don't even understand the algorithm on there, but
It's a lot of dance. It's a lot of like random dance.
But
And-
story times, people
Yeah,
telling
there's
stories
stories.
or just whatever. It
Like
works.
little comedy things.
Comedies,
skits.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really fast.
I laugh my ass
7
off.
seconds. Yeah.
I'll laugh my ass off.
15
Well, now you
seconds.
could do 10 minutes, you could do 3 minutes, or you could do 60 seconds.
Yeah. and I think YouTube does shorts similar
The
to how
shorts
like
now,
like TikTok does, because I think they're trying to like match what TikTok is doing, because it's such a beast of a platform. But that's kind of why I'm starting to do content for it.
But it's also a lot more restrictive.
In a sense.
I lost one of my accounts.
Oh, okay.
So I did another one and a backup to that one in case it happens again. But yeah, a few of my videos have made like over 1,000 views.
That's awesome.
And it's just like random ass stuff. So it's powerful.
People like it, you know? That just shows you how many people like it. So I'm starting to do like more skateboarding TikToks rather than film. I want to do more film TikToks, like shorts. But I think I'm in a happy and comfortable spot right now that I'm going to kind of take my time with that. But the skateboarding presence on TikTok is huge. So that's why I like to kind of put my videos on there.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing to give back?
Yeah,
So,
so I'm actually like interested in doing some like work where, you know, I act until the film makes money. So I'm basically trying to make stuff happen, you know? So if there's films like that know they're gonna like make some money back, I would I definitely.
But how do you know if a film's gonna make money?
I mean, most films should make money.
They should, but they don't.
In terms of giving back, do you mean like to the community? Or do you mean like giving back, or what do you?
What are you personally doing to give back to the industry?
To the industry, okay. To the industry, I think I'm giving back a piece of myself actually, because a lot of my personality and art and how I feel about certain things are going into something like this film, and I hope that people can take away a lot from it and be able to resonate with it, whether that be through, you know, the short films that I make or TikToks. And then, and also anybody who is involved, I like to make sure that they're getting the proper exposure to, because I feel like, you know, as much work as I put into it, it couldn't be done without the right crew and the right cast, or, you know, vice versa.
I hired a TikToker last week to film my video, my skit, because they got fired from their job because of TikTok.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I gave him a job I offered him to work with me.
Okay, was it that one? Was he the waiter or something like that? Okay, yeah, I saw that interview. That was really good.
So that's my way of giving back.
Yeah, absolutely. That's crazy that he lost his job over TikTok.
I actually watch a lot of TikTok, and it happens a lot. I've been losing their job because they film during work, or they film a video talking about certain topics about their work.
Off their job. And it's not
and then they get fired.
Okay, cool.
So it's unfortunate, but it's happening often.
I think that's one of the reasons why people are doing like a mass exodus from a lot of their jobs, is because they can't express themselves on the job. They can't have this kind of freedom, you know, that they should have. And then working long hours. I mean, if somebody wants to make a TikTok, they should be able to make a TikTok.
It's so many hours.
If it's off the clock or
something, like, I mean, what's the harm in it? You're not like getting customers or anybody.
But apparently, I got in trouble at one of my jobs. Not even in social media. I think I texted the person and they were bothered by me texting them, and I got in trouble at work because of that. I'm like, I'm off the clock.
Right.
Who I text or call while I'm off work is irrelevant.
Yeah.
They're like, no, like if it comes back to work, apparently it's our problem now. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, I just think people are getting frustrated, you know. Especially with everything going on in the world too. I mean, it's a lot for people, and then also dealing with like mental health and stuff like that.
I think
while
we
you're
just
on the
gotten
job.
a lot more softer,
Yeah, I 100% agree.
which comes with its pros and cons. There's nothing wrong with being soft or having mental problems, but how long are we going to excuse it
Right, and make it an excuse.
and make it an excuse?
Yes, I agree.
Best project you have done?
This one, Abduction, the one I just worked on. I think it's something I'm most proud of because it was hell going through everything that we did, so many walls, so many hurdles. But I think having the team that we did, it was very like a family. It was very much like a family oriented thing. And I think we all came away with so much knowledge, and I'm so proud of it.
Where'd you find these people? Like, did you post on Craigslist? Did you post on Facebook?
Through a friend. They kind of did the scouting. Unfortunately, I wasn't there for that, but yeah, we found him through a friend. Best thing I think could have ever happened because it was a dream team. So
Doesn't happen often.
no, it does not. Stars aligned for sure.
Oh shit! All right, you're getting me more excited for this
Yeah.
film. For me, I would have to say Love You Not. I think it's my favorite film I've done. It just
Okay.
came out perfect. The stars aligned, like you said.
Yeah.
All the actors were good. She was in it too.
How long did that take you?
I don't remember.
It's like an hour or two.
Yeah,
Because it's
it
just
was
a short.
It was fast.
It was
Okay.
like, what, 10, 20 minutes?
10, 20 minutes is a long
Yeah. So,
short film.
Yeah.
And the longer it is, the harder it is to film.
Yeah.
So you can't
Absolutely.
do a 20-minute film in an hour or two. That's impossible.
Right. I'm hoping that the length of this film that I'm making is going to be at least 17 minutes. But if it has to go further for the sake of
I
Yeah.
think the longer the better, but in
Right.
some situations it's not necessary.
right.
I'd like to work on a long feature.
Have you ever done it?
No, but I've done, like, the exercise videos I do exercise. And I've done, like, exercise videos.
For an hour?
Yeah.
Well, exercising is a whole different beast than acting.
Right. But ultimately, if you work on something and you, like...
Are these like training videos or like what kind of exercise videos?
I do dance and exercise, yeah.
What kind of dance though, like specifically?
Like Zumba
Zumba.
and hip-hop kind
Right on.
of thing.
So you wrote the film, right? Or did you have co-writers?
Abduction?
Yeah.
I wrote it myself.
How many pages?
I think we got to 17.
17 pages?
So yeah, so it's the way I'm seeing it is it's going to be a minute per page.
Correct.
Yeah. So I'm hoping.
Well, actually, ideally, it's a
But
minute.
we've got a lot of footage.
But if it's done right, if the acting is done properly, it could be 2.
And it is because
So it could be 17 minutes or twice as that,
right.
as much as that.
Well,
Which I'm thinking is going to be more than 17 minutes.
Probably, but that's the sweet spot. 17 minutes, between 17 and like 20
Wait.
minutes.
Is this a short, or you're trying to do an actual?
It's a short. It's a short film. I mean, it could spin off into like a sequel. It's something that me and my co-director have talked about.
So how long does it have to be considered an actual feature or a film?
I would say 60 minutes for
So
sure.
an
Yeah.
hour.
Like a solid hour. Yeah, that's a full film. Full
And
length
you
film.
said so for a whole hour, how many pages would that be?
90 pages.
Yeah, like 60, right?
We need
Yeah.
90 if we want to get to a full one. If you turn on Netflix and you're looking at
I don't
movies,
think I can handle.
average movie is 90 minutes.
I don't think I can handle a full length film. Right.
I don't know.
Right now, I don't think I can handle that.
I know
I'm
I
just
can't.
starting.
I know I can't.
I'm just
I know I
starting,
can't. 90 pages of dialogue? I can maybe do 10.
There you go. We can all do 30 and boom.
Well,
Come up with a story.
my film
It has to be
minimal.
the perfect writers.
Yeah.
It can't just be, oh, you have a brain and hands, you can help us write. You have to have the right people.
I wrote it in stage play format. And then I had my co-director put it in like a screenplay.
I
Because
don't know how to write screenplays.
that's the only way I can write it out.
Scripts.
As if it was a play. Yeah. That's how I see it in my head, that's how I write it. So luckily he was able to kind of like figure that out for me, and he did the proper formatting, and the dialogue is minimal. So I feel like what we're going to be doing is very visual, which will, I think, attract the eye a little bit more with what we're doing.
I offer you this.
Okay.
You said you wanted to be a writer. Sorry. You are a writer. And I'm a writer.
Writer, actor, yeah.
And I'm a writer, producer. I don't want to act. I don't have to. And she's a writer.
I like to direct. I like to act. I don't like to limit myself, put it like that.
Yeah.
I want to try everything.
I know what I'm good at and not good at. So I will limit myself because I already done it and I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
But how about we write a script?
We can do it, yeah. I think we should put ourselves to the test. I think we should like do like a challenge. Like
Yes.
what you could write in like 30 minutes and then like make something in like an hour.
Do it.
Yeah. I like to challenge
I think
myself.
that would be a challenging for us as writers.
Yeah.
And then we'll find a crew.
Sure. Yeah. Have somebody ready to go, and then we'll just like put that to the test.
If you're gonna write it, you should be able to act it too. That's what I feel. You should be able to portray your role. I'm just
not
saying, if you're,
necessarily,
like-
because when I'm writing stuff, I have somebody in mind already
Mhm.
for the
Right.
part.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I had a visual idea representation of what I wanted our lead to look like, and I think we nailed it.
Yeah,
she
because
just-
writers most of the time are not actors. Most of the time, they can be, but not all the time.
I wrote, co-directed, acted, and I feel like, you know, I tried to be as helpful as I could throughout the whole production. Just put my hands in, you know, whatever they
Can you edit?
I can't. That's why I'm right now we're currently working with an editor that I think is the right fit for the project. But
Editing is a whole
that's
different monster.
a nightmare for me.
Oh yeah,
That's something that's
I
gonna
tried
give me
it.
major anxiety.
I sat down for it, and then I saw how they cut and they
Yeah.
paste, and I'm like, I can't do this.
I can see it. I can see how it should play out in my head. Like again, with everything, like I see what the camera angle should look like. I see what the actor should be doing. I can see it all visually. It's just hard to like either tell people how it's looking or put it into play myself. You know, but luckily
It takes a lot of time too.
it
because
does.
You're like 5 minutes of something could take like an hour because you're like, I want it to be like this, and then you're watching it again, and then
And you
thinking
gotta
about
remember
looking
also,
at it in different.
are the actors doing it properly? You know, are they acting properly? The way, are they executing
Yeah.
what they're supposed to be doing properly? You know, how many times are they messing up?
Mhm.
Easily, what could take 5 minutes is taking 30 because of the actor. You know,
Yeah.
are they adding more stuff that isn't necessary? Are they taking stuff away? On and on and on. So it's so much more than.
That's something that definitely should be taken into consideration before you start a film. That's just like rule of thumb. But yeah, I mean, I feel like our actress knew what we wanted, and she nailed it. She really did. It's a very physical role too, very physically demanding. And,
What is
the role of Sarah in our film,
the main character?
the main character.
Oh, the main character is always
Yeah.
the toughest.
She put herself through a lot. I mean, there's a lot of like horrific elements to the film, and a lot of like, falling down, a lot of running into things, a lot. She's just such a trooper. So, Elena, shout out to you.
Dedication is
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah.
All right. That's dedication. That's what I'm all about. All right. Any thoughts?
Not on that.
Is there anyone you do not want to work with?
Yes, but I'm not going to name them. I don't want to call them out.
What did they do that you didn't like, or you're like, okay, I'm done here?
I think it was just putting a lot of trust into somebody. I feel like one of my biggest mistakes was putting my eggs into one basket with one person. And I feel like maybe that was a lot of pressure on that person. But, some of the things that went down were just completely out of left field. And that's one of the reasons why I feel like I just can't work with just anybody. I have to know the person. But yeah.
There's been people that didn't want to work with me because I didn't do Zoom. I didn't want to do a
Really?
Zoom call with. I don't do Zoom.
Okay.
I either meet you in person face to face, or we can't work together. That's just one of my rules.
Yeah.
I'm weird about it. It just is what it is.
Well, we had people coming from Vallejo, San Francisco, Berkeley, Sacramento, all of these different locations. So all we could do was Zoom at the time. And
no, for me, you would have to meet me.
Damn.
If you're dedicated, you're serious, you meet me face to face.
Luckily, everybody was pretty on point and on the same page. So I'm just so glad.
I work with people from Sacramento, from I think even Santa Rosa, far. So distance is not much of a problem.
Yeah.
Unless you make it one.
With these gas prices nowadays, it is. It's pretty bad. Everybody's kind of reluctant to drive really far unless they have to.
Right.
So.
But for me, I don't mind making enemies. I'd rather not. Not. Of course not. I don't like to have confrontations, but sometimes people step over my toes, and I have to let them know, this is my territory. You can't outdo my directions.
Mm-hmm.
So there's people that I know are out there bitter because of I had to cut them or I had to fire them.
Mm-hmm. Hey, tough love. I mean,
yeah.
But I used to feel like that, and then I had to really put myself in a very humbling position to realize hey, they went out of their way for me because, this is the only experience I could really give is because they had such desire to be a part of the project. So, it's just being grateful for certain things and then also working with people on the differences, even if you don't feel like the conclusion of that difference is what you wanted, it's just the little battles, you know what I mean? Pick and choose.
I definitely feel I'm too nice though.
Oh, do you?
I definitely treat my actors and the people I work with a lot of respect.
Mm.
I make sure I pay them more than enough for what they're doing.
Yeah.
And most of the time they're appreciative. And sometimes they're not. That's when the ties need to be cut.
That's unfortunate. Yeah. I agree. If you're paying somebody to do a job, but for us, it was all a passion project.
Right.
So
and you got blessed.
Oh God. God was looking over me for sure. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know what it is anymore. What people are looking for, if they're looking for fame, money, or what they're motivated. I just don't know anymore.
I think we're all looking to make art, and I think we did that. So that's my thing, making art and giving it to the world.
That's my thing too.
Yeah.
And whether the world receives it or not, that's a whole other thing.
Hey, some will get it, some won't.
Things you will never do?
You want to take this one? I gotta think about it a little bit.
Things I will not do?
Yes.
Well, I don't do drugs.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do anything too risky. Put me danger.
I'll never sleep for a role or to get above
No.
in Hollywood. No, I'll never sleep with anyone. I am going to avoid having sex or anything too dark.
I'm thinking about
movies.
that though. I've been thinking about that because a lot of times, like if you turn on TV, you're seeing that. You see it.
There's a lot of that already.
Netflix, there's nudity,
Right?
there's like sex scenes.
Unless it's tasteful. Unless I feel like
It
it's
needs
for
it.
the project. Yeah.
The stuff I'm watching on Netflix is not that much different than like some extreme stuff on there.
Soft core porn.
Terrible.
Yeah, it is.
It's soft porn.
I'm like watching this show and it's on Netflix and people are just having sex,
It's normal, it's human, it sells, it's easy, it's a cop out.
Right.
I'm over it.
Yeah. But I wouldn't want to. I'd rather do presentations.
It's risky. It's a huge risk because I feel like that puts your name on the line. You know what I mean? Going in and doing that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. But I'm the one that says I don't want to limit myself, so I would try it. I would.
if it was tasteful, I would say definitely. But
I personally wouldn't want to even have that included. Just because.
Right, because we want the movie to be like watchable.
yeah.
It doesn't have to be like about that all the time.
And I believe in God. I'm trying to be as clean as possible because of that. Do you believe in God?
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. I feel like maybe I'm lacking in like going to church department, but and I do pray, I do pray a lot, but I feel like I should be doing more because there's a lot I'm grateful for, and I owe it to God. I feel like finding religion is huge for me, but I also put my faith into what should come universally natural as well through God. What is your religion specifically?
Christianity.
Christianity? Okay.
I think I should just start by opening the Bible.
There you go.
I don't think the answers will be answered in a church.
Mm-hmm.
Through prayer, most definitely,
Mm-hmm.
and Bible. That's how God speaks to you, is through His Word.
Yeah.
He's there. But I'm just too lazy when it comes to that. I'm not disciplined enough. Shoot, sometimes I don't even want to get out of bed sometimes, or write, but that feeling, I gotta keep going. If I don't move, nobody will move for me.
Right, yeah.
So.
And I feel like if you pray in those kind of moments, maybe that'll give you enough motivation to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely manifest, a lot.
Yeah.
Prayer.
And religion is so taboo nowadays. It's so sad because a lot of people, they just find it to be unbelievable. Like they don't.
Fairy tale.
Yeah, they just don't. But to each their own.
Right.
And I don't judge based on that. I judge on who you are as a person.
Right.
But yeah.
People get it mixed up.
Mm.
There's rules. That doesn't, like, if I cut my hair, that doesn't mean I don't love God.
Right.
If I don't go to church, doesn't mean I don't believe in Him.
Be a good person. Get back to the world.
Try your hardest
Yeah.
to follow the commands as much as possible.
Yeah.
And if you happen to do something bad,
Well,
repent.
we're bound to sin, and that's
course.
really what
Just do your best to obey. But just because you disobey doesn't mean you don't love God. That's where people get it twisted.
Yeah. Right on.
So, you have a lot of tattoos.
I do. Yeah, unfortunately. Got them at a young age. Red Riding Hood.
Okay.
And then the Wulf.
Sexy Red Riding Hood.
That's what I wanted to be. And then it's like a horror sleeve. This is like all dedicated to the genre of horror. So I got Freddy Krueger on the inside of my arm. I got
another girl.
Oh shit! Okay,
I got Freddy.
okay.
This is the vampire from Dusk Till Dawn, the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
it's on like the El Rey network. I don't know if you ever.
Never seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
It's based on the Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez film.
Okay. You've never seen that film?
It's about vampires.
I'm very cultured, sorry.
So, hey, you know what? I'm so jealous because if I was in your position about to see this for the first time, I'd be oh my God. Like, I'm so happy for you that
It's a good
you haven't seen it. Yeah. And then I got Jason. I love 80s horror. Like slashers.
Legit.
Slashers are the
everything
shit.
80.
Yeah.
The music, Michael Jackson.
The music, the movies, just everything that went on in the 80s. I wish I could have been a fucking teenager in the 80s. Oh. What is one concert in the 80s that you would see if you could?
That concert girl.
No? No? What about you?
I was a baby in the 80s.
I know, but like, if you could go back in time and go see a band.
We did work and we seen. I went in and looked at
Elton John.
Bob Dylan.
Oh.
Bob Dylan.
The comedian?
The singer.
No.
The singer.
Oh, yeah.
He's a singer.
Yeah.
And he's like 85 years old. And he's like still, how old is he? I don't know. He's old.
90?
I wish I could have seen Prince.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I thought he was still alive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought he was still alive, believe it or not.
I'm so heartbroken that he passed away. And, but because he had such an artistic eye for music, for fashion, for everything.
Fashion, yeah.
Yeah, God.
Prince was the best.
This is going to be a little controversial, but I think he does. I think he overpowers, if not rivals, Michael Jackson.
He rivals, for sure.
I don't know. There's certain things about
But I
his
only
music
know like
that are just
one
so
song of his.
different.
Yeah.
What is it, Purple Rain?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're both two good, really good.
absolutely. And I think they both took influence through James Brown, who is like the soul godfather. So,
Who would you compare to Michael Jackson or Prince current?
you know, that's hard to say because I feel like a lot of the music nowadays kind of disappoints me.
It's not even words anymore. It's just sounds.
I think Drake is really on top. You know, I know that's like probably the top opinion, but like I do think that his music is quality, except for his last album. That was kind of trash. But yeah, I think Drake. There's a bunch of underground artists that I can name off, but I'm not sure everybody would know them. Yeah, it's sad. It's sad that music is what it is because I feel like they sample a lot of what was sampled in the 80s and the 90s, and it's like they're just rehashing shit, you know?
And with Hollywood movies.
Yeah, exactly. And it's frustrating.
We can change Hollywood movies. But not music.
No, maybe not. But I do think that music and film go hand in hand.
Oh, definitely.
Have you seen Jordan Peele's Nope?
I haven't seen Nope yet. I was recommended at least 10 times, but I went to watch Thor instead.
Thor's? It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay.
Yeah.
I kind of hate the direction Marvel's going. It's too comedic, too humorous, and it really, I think, muddles a lot of the content. That's just my opinion. I really like what DC is doing with their independent films like Joker and The Batman. I thought it was fucking juggernaut. So, Joker was great. And you hear they're doing Joker too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lady Gaga's going to be Harley Quinn.
I think I heard something about
Yeah.
that.
That's, I can't even wrap my head around
feel
that.
about that.
I think it's supposed to be a musical.
Interesting.
Yeah. That is like one of the biggest mind-blowing things I couldn't even imagine them doing that, but they're doing it. So to see Joaquin Phoenix being a musical and his Joker being a musical, it's going to be interesting. For sure.
I'm not a big musical fan, but we'll see how this works out.
I hope it's as dark as the first, but obviously musical.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
The
Yeah.
Joker was good though. That
Yeah.
Joker was good.
Absolutely. It reminded me of the old school Martin Scorsese film Taxi Driver. If you've ever seen that. Kind of has the exact same like concept in a sense.
Yee.
Yeah, absolutely.
This year's gonna be over soon.
Yeah. I'm proud of this year actually. I feel like I've got a lot accomplished. How about you?
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I feel like I've worked on myself too, you know?
A lot.
Yeah.
It's just gone too quick. Just too quick.
Or do you have any plans for the new year? Like what you're gonna be doing? Like any goals or any
I hope to maybe do a full movie, 60 minutes before the end of the year.
good luck. Let me know how that goes.
You're gonna help me write.
That's the one?
That's gonna be the one.
That's the one. Alright.
Because then I'll be 31.
Oh, how
After
fitting.
New Year's.
Okay, cool.
Because my birthday's January 2nd.
There you go.
And then I could say I'd done it all before I was 31.
Alright. Get those dreams out of the way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You ever thought about going to LA with your
I don't want to go to LA.
No?
I know that's what that's a cop-out answer. Everybody wants to go to LA.
Mm-hmm.
Every actor I ever encountered wants to go to LA.
Mm-hmm.
I want LA to be the Bay Area. I want to bring LA to the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
I am LA. We already are LA. Why the fuck would we need to go to LA?
I just feel like I've been here for so long. The change of scenery would be great. And then also, you know, just meeting new people who have such a big hand in the industry would be great, you know. I don't think, if I did move to LA, I don't think I would make it my life's goal to just go out, you know, and do all that kind of stuff. I would want it to come naturally and organically. But typically it's just a change of scenery. And then also being closer to family.
Oh, your family's out there?
I have some family. Yeah, out in LA, and then also out in Arizona. My girlfriend has her family out there. And it's like a 4-hour drive from where we're looking at. So I would like to stay in California.
Yeah, California is a nice place.
That's all I know. So.
Yeah, I mean, I'm biased, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done to the state. It's a shit show, but I love it here. The weather is fantastic.
Where else would you rather be?
That's the thing. I can't really like say. I mean, the idea of Florida sounds nice, but I also don't like the humidity there. You know, but somewhere like tropical.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like
Florida sounds nice.
it sounds nice. Like something like I want to feel like I'm on a fucking vacation
Yeah.
every day of my life. You know
At
what
a
I mean?
little beach
Yeah.
somewhere.
Like no stress, no worries.
Get
Just
your
wake up.
Surfboard.
Yeah, wake up, palm trees in my face, and like fucking, you know what I mean? Like the beach right there. And that's
You
just
could
something.
thinking of Hawaii.
No, not Hawaii.
I would.
No. Hawaii is way too expensive, and they import all of their stuff.
It's beautiful.
Although, if I did pick an island in Hawaii, I'd probably pick Maui.
Maui's beautiful.
God, yeah, and they have a Costco. Yeah, absolutely.
So I went to Starbucks last week, and I was like, "You guys have anything pumpkin yet?" They told me not till the 30th. So I'm disappointed.
Where's my pumpkin?
Pumpkin spice.
Shit,
I see
I want my pumpkin.
Pumpkin Oreos at Walmart.
Pumpkin
Go to
latte.
Walmart.
Yeah, it's already popping.
I've been doing nitro cold brews. You know what
They're
those
too
are?
strong, man. The foamy ones.
I-
like foamy.
What is that?
It's like cracking a cup. It's literally gives you such crazy energy. It's very
Like an
concentrated.
energy drink?
No, it's concentrated coffee, like to a high extent.
Oh.
And it almost tastes like a Guinness in a sense.
It's just strong
like,
coffee.
Yeah.
Beer with
Coffee is good.
Yeah, no alcohol, but like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking strong. And then I'll add like oat milk or almond milk. But, that's only on days that I feel like I'm running on E.
What is it?
Nitro.
Nitro cold brews. They have them at Starbucks.
Yeah, I know.
They usually sell out.
I know.
Yeah.
I seen it.
Yeah. They sell out really fast, and I'll get there and they'll be like, "We're out." I'm like, "Fucker! I just got here." Like I was like, "Fuck! Now what am I gonna get?" But
what if you can't have coffee in the morning? What would you?
oh, that's not an option. I always have to have coffee.
Who's worked at Starbucks?
Huh?
Have you ever worked at Starbucks?
Hell the fuck no.
No. I've always wanted to work in a coffee shop.
No, I know I can't.
I worked in one.
Have you?
A Starbucks?
At Starbucks.
You worked at how long?
Like, not that long. I slipped. Because they wanted me to wear black shoes. And
Non-slip on, right?
Yeah, and like they had these mats, and I'm like, boom, I didn't like it. I couldn't do. Those people were angry. They wanted their coffee at 5 a.m.
Oh yeah, yeah. People when they wake up.
I don't like that job, and they made me fall.
I like craft coffee shops.
My back still hurts. Starbucks.
We suing.
Yeah, where's that money?
Yeah.
No, I
didn't sue.
I love coffee, but when it comes to having people at 5 a.m. cranky as fuck and messing up and being fat, I can't do it. I would.
But that's my only vice is
Like
coffee.
I said, tall. I said, Bente.
Right. Rock stars
Yeah.
and soda for me too.
I hate energy drinks. Can't do it. It tastes like poison.
I love it.
Oh,
Addiction. That's my addiction.
They are poison.
they taste like poison.
They're poison in a can.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, coffee is your only.
That's
vice.
my only huge
No,
vice.
no cigarettes. No.
I quit smoking
alcohol,
cigarettes.
Nothing.
And I stopped alcohol 10 months ago.
Nice. Why is that?
I didn't like who I was when I was drinking. So, I just didn't like my thought process. I just felt like shit the next day. And I felt like my creativity was hindered. So I couldn't be as creative as I wanted to be. And now that I have that, like, clean slate of no alcohol, I feel like I can think better.
Yeah, I don't want to drink either. I wouldn't.
I just have 1 or 2 beers and I'm done. That's it.
I'd rather drink an energy drink.
The alcohol?
Probably.
Dang. Okay, that's
Yeah.
saying a lot.
I mean,
Alcohol is not that
wine,
great.
red wine. Red wine.
I used to be a fiend for red wine. I loved Cabernets.
Yeah, Cabernet.
Cabs were my favorite.
I like all the red.
Yeah.
Oh, the what?
All the red wine.
There's a song about it. Red wine.
Right?
Yeah, so I feel so much better.
Yeah.
I feel so good. And I feel like I could actually have better conversations with people. Anxiety is not as bad. But yeah, so coffee is like do or die for me.
So, aside from my necklace, I like to wear watches.
Mhm.
I feel like if you don't have a watch, you're in about business.
Well, you gotta be timely.
Right. And they say, well, you have your phone.
Yeah.
Well, there's times where I don't feel like looking at my phone.
Right.
Your wrist is meant for a watch.
Yeah.
Do you feel the same way?
I agree. I kind of stopped wearing the Apple Watch too, because I feel like I used to get like really paranoid about like my heart rhythm, and I would check my Apple Watch a lot about because it would tell your heart rhythm.
Yeah, it does.
And I would get paranoid about that, and I was like, okay, well, I'm checking this way too fucking often,
Yeah.
so I just got to take it off and stop wearing it.
I just saw that everybody had an Apple Watch, and I like to be unique, so I said I can't wear it.
I like the idea of it, but ultimately, I just feel like it's just
Another thing
I obsess
that's
over
charged.
it. Yeah, that too.
Yeah. Not cool.
I mean, if you're trying to like do something with yourself, like if you have to lose weight or you have some kind of, because a lot of the people use it to monitor their heart rate.
Yeah.
Some people monitor diabetes.
Mhm.
So
It could be useful for certain people because
yeah,
Well, that's where I write my script on my phone.
yeah. I don't have no problem.
You do?
I'm a
It's
little
too small.
I'm a little too I rely on it way too much. I need to like kind of
Well,
step
my
back.
job's or on my phone.
Yeah, I know. I just
Everything is on your phone nowadays.
Yeah.
You can do anything from your phone.
It's a walking computer. Well, you walk, yeah,
it's
basically
a traveling
computer.
computer.
Traveling computer,
Yeah.
man. Anyway, that's all I got. You guys have anything to add or say?
Not that I can think of.
Okay, well, I have some Lay's extra flaming hot stacks that I want to try.
Ladies.
Not Lay's with any drugs, but
Okay.
they're Lay's.
Right on. Is it gonna burn my tongue?
I have no. I never had them
Never had
myself. Hot Cheetos probably extreme extra.
Up at top.
That's not bad.
It's spicy.
Better than the Mountain Dew hot Cheeto we had.
Ugh. What?
I don't like Mountain Dew.
It's a thing.
It's a real thing.
Mhm.
I know. Yahoo, Mountain Dew.
More?
Oh, I'm good. I'm about to hit up Wingstop right after this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what that. It's like a spicy hot meat.
It's good. I recommend it. If you like spicy, Lay's, extra, flaming hot.
Hella hot.
All right, that is all I have. Where can they find you guys?
You want to start it off, or you want me to do
You go ahead.
it? Okay. You can find me on Instagram at the Madness of Max, as well as TikTok. Same.
You?
Oh,
Pam.
Hot Pam 415, and you can reach me on Instagram there as well. And check out my YouTube channel, Hot Pam 415, and most everywhere.
And you can find me with Elon Musk and Mars.